is happening, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ty from Ty Drives with the GoPro strapped to my head, and this is the 2025 Kia K5 GT. Now, this isn't the GT line or anything. This is the real GT with the 2.5 liter turbocharged engine. And we're going to take a quick tour, and then we're going to take it for a test drive. So who is ready? I know I certainly am. Now up front, this has the GT1 package, this particular one. So it's got a lot of features. Front camera, actually 360 camera, and we also have, you know, full LED headlights, fog lights. Even the parking sensors wrap all the way around the front and the rear bumper at that. GT1 package gives us 19-inch fully black wheels, and we're on 245/40 all-season tires. We have bright green or lime green painted brake calipers, a bit of glossy black and chrome. Nice big panoramic roof. Now our window sticker price, the full pop is $39,675, including destination. That GT1 package adds a lot of features, but it is $4,400. So if you wanted a cheaper K5, definitely find one with without that GT1 package, and you get a heck of a car, lots of performance for the money. Almost a full light bar back here, same LED treatment for the rear. We have some more glossy black back here accents and real exhaust tips. Yes, those are not fakes. We've got a little trunk popper right here next to the backup camera. That'll open it all the way. Nice big trunk, and you can also fold the seats down 60/40 split. And there's also a spare tire under there. Pretty roomy back seats, and by the way, this exterior color is wolf gray, and the lime green accents continue into the interior with stitching. Very nice looking rear seats. Again, they fold down 60/40. I am 5'10", and I adjusted this driving seat to a normal, comfortable position for myself, and I still have couple inches of legroom, at least probably 3, 4, maybe even 5 inches. We have air vents back here, USB-C chargers, and a nice look at the oversized panoramic roof. In the front, notable features, we have a 12-speaker Bose audio system, memory seats, power folding mirrors. Some really comfy and pretty supportive seats too, and they're fully powered for the driver and passenger. Let's get this thing started up here. Now, as far as notable features go for the GT, we have a flat bottom steering wheel with the GT emblem. And other than the green stitching on the seats, there really isn't a huge difference on the inside of the Kia K5 and the GT trim. But I am suspecting there will be quite a difference in the way it drives, since we're working with quite a bit more horsepower than the standard K5, just about a little bit more than 100 more horsepower. So what do you say we get on the road and see what that feels like? All right, driving the K5 GT. Now, if you guys watched my full features review, which, yes, by the way, we did do a full features review on this very car, you would have seen that I did say maybe a few times in the video that I think I'm gonna really like this car, and I guess we will see. Now, a little bit of an overview of our test drive. Kind of the first segmentation of our drive is gonna be on this more of a main road, which is kind of like a 2-lane highway, and then we'll get it out onto a back road. So we're going to start in normal mode for our kind of more of a main road drive, and then we'll get it out onto a back road, get an acceleration test, also do a little bit of handling. Of course, we are working with public roads, so we are going to be nice, not do anything crazy, but we will get a bit of a feel for this car. Now, as you might have seen before, we have these really cool cameras on the mirrors that when you put your turn signal on, it actually shows you a blind spot view. So very, very cool feature this car has, and that goes for either side. Might be running into a little bit of traffic here, but at least for our main road test here, it feels good up at the upper speeds. You know, we didn't really get to go all that fast, maybe 40, definitely below the speed limit, but it seems pretty good in here. The suspension is pretty comfortable still, even with some pretty large 19-inch wheels. The only thing that kind of stands out to me a little bit is the road noise. There is a little bit of noise coming from the oncoming traffic and a little bit of tire noise, but nothing, you know, we can't handle. But yeah, up at these speeds, it's very comfy. I mean, the road is pretty smooth here. Most of this road that we're going to turn on for the back road is not going to be so smooth, so we'll definitely get a suspension test too, but so far it feels pretty good. At this point, we're going to switch it over into our sport mode and also put it into manual, and we'll put it into second gear for our acceleration test, which we will go from 25 to, let's see, here we go. Actually, a very, very impressive acceleration there. I'm quite surprised we got any grip at all from these all-season tires. It is a somewhat wet day out. Let's use the word moist. I try to avoid that word as much as I can, but today is a moist day outside. We have all-season tires and quite a bit of power, but this car actually gripped up pretty good in second gear all the way to 60. Now we're working with a 2.5 liter turbocharged inline 4 under the hood. It has 290 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. That's quite the powerhouse for a turbocharged 4-cylinder. That's quite a bit of power, and it's all going to the front wheels. No all-wheel drive option available unless you go to the GT line with the quite a bit less horsepower. And to top everything off, what makes this powertrain so great is it's hooked up to an 8-speed dual clutch transmission. This transmission's fantastic. It shifts very sharp, very smooth, and very fast. And it's just a really, really great power plant so far. Now we'll test kind of like the mid-range power and low-range power in just a minute once we get past these bumps. But so far, very impressive acceleration from this car. Going over some of the imperfections in the road, you could tell already that this is a pretty comfortable suspension setup. Definitely more on the side of comfort than sporty. Let's switch it over into manual mode again for these small corners over here. Yes, lots of power. Once that turbo spools up, you are gone. There's a good amount of low-end power too, like below 2,000 RPM. Again, once that turbo spools up, it does take a minute, I shouldn't say a minute, I should say a couple seconds to spool up. But once it is spooled, you have a tremendous amount of power, and away you go. Very good mid-range power. I think that's where it's most comfortable, and we're between 3,000 to 5,000 RPM, and it actually feels pretty good around the corners. Now, up here in Connecticut, we did salt all the roads already, which is wonderful. So we're not going to push it around the corners or anything. That kind of makes the car slide around a little bit with salt. But from what I could feel, it definitely feels nice. The steering is light even in the sport driving mode, but it has a really nice ratio to it. So I definitely do admire that the way this drives, kind of the combination of sport feel and also comfort feel is a very good combination to this car. And this car also has a bit of kind of piped in noise too, which you can actually adjust the level within the touchscreen, so that's pretty cool. The paddle shifters are pretty quick to respond to. They definitely could be quicker, but not too bad. Impressive amount of power that comes out of this mid-size sedan. Yeah, really great ratio to the steering too. Pretty good brake pedal feel. But yeah, just like as I was anticipating as soon as I got into this car, saying I think I'm going to like this car, now I definitely know I was right. A lot of stuff in this car at the price point. Again, we're just under that $40,000 mark, and we get a lot for the money. Tons of features and also a really good amount of performance, again, for the money. So I'm very impressed with this car, the 2025 Kia K5 GT. Thank you very much for watching the test drive review on this car. Make sure you check out our features right down there. Again, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.